Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Buckeyes will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Looking to throw, it's Card. A little release to the back. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field.
Encroachment, defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Finds his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The give to the back. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got his man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They'll run it from the gun. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to...
Taking a shot on the first play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. After the missed connection, it's second down. Quarterback checking the play. He'll try the left side. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. To the air. It's Carr. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He wants to throw. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires to the big fella. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Now on 2nd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
The Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Right down the gut of the field. 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Texas State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort, getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. It's a draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Hauls it in. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Boilermakers are rolling down the field.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Card. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 30. Past the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. This offense has a second down play. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Card. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the air on first down. He's got it down the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Boilermakers will have it first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second and 10 after the previous play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not, but my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. He's looking to throw it. Complete on the comeback. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Back to throw, it's Howard. Gets it out fast. Tackled after picking up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback checking off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A first down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. On the ground. Touchdown Buckeyes! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game, and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner is stopped. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. A Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. They're bringing heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top. Maybe a deciding play here. Got it past the marker. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation